Okay. Forneus or Fornus? The chant HVMZM LPZG VMZ capital ULINVFH, and then the fifth and final word is ZBVI. Labzang Vumazalimbaf Zambe Humzum Lamzang Vumaz Alimbaf Hazmbe Humzum Lamzang Vumaz Alimbah Zambe Humzum Lamzang Alimbah Zambe Humzum Lamzang Vumaz Alimbah Zambe Havamzum Lapsang Vumaz Alimbah Zambe Havamzum Lapsang Vumaz Alimbah Zambe Havamzum Lapsang Vumaz Alimbah Zambe. And someone do something like that 30 times instead of ringing a bell 30 times. And they say it is a mighty and great Marquise, over 29 legions, appearing as a great sea monster, teaching rhetoric, giving knowledge and understanding of tongues, languages. Well, or maybe it's just tongues. Makes people have a good name. So, yes, there are people who worship demons, hoping to have a good reputation as a result. Beloved of people hope that it will make them beloved of friends and foe. And they say that it's partially from the thrones and partially from the angels' rank. And Michael W. Ford says that this being is to gain influence of others to a favorable end or to get favorable results in general. Stephanie Connolly says that it's a demon of suggestion and getting others to work well with you. John Wire says that it only brings good fortune. Is it the beings that bring good fortune, or is it evoking yourself? One will see. Eventually, one will know the truth of all this stuff. James Donahue says it looks more like the Loch Ness Monster, which might be other monsters who were, rather than trying to terrify people in ships and stuff, they were like trying to be friendly. Hey, you're in our land. Well, the water. And Scottish tradition says it's one-eyed or one-holed. Well, James Donahue talks about it like it has a hole for a face and it's kind of protruding thing. Um, Little Doom Witch says it's invoked as a bestial and serpentine being, a self-awareness and subconscious exploration, and a guide towards the holy guardian angel. So, of course, in this philosophy, I don't remember number 30. Maybe I should tell you number 30 when I get to it, of the Shemham Forash. That people like to pair the two together. You don't really have to work them together. But, so a guardian demon to lead you towards a guardian angel. The demonic paradise wikia.com says that it prefers a human form and can be more like a seal, or sea lion sort of fish creature. Godsandmonsters.com says that it used to be it used to favor those who were victimized unnecessarily, and it dresses like a king. And it likes oranges and sunflowers, which actually appears in what some of other people say. I'm trying to be quick. Some say that it can be combated with knights, and the knights of the Green Lion. So the Night of Disc would be September, but that's afterwards. So, but remember, when you do operations of a spiritual nature, it's not like, well, I've thought about the subjects for a little bit here. No, you go on and you come back to it a little bit, or you do something that relates to the matter in a different way. Sorry about that. Serpentis 666 says that it has black shoulder-length hair with black bangs, olive skin, and can appear like a reptilian sea creature that understands enemy angels. Cthulhu Awaken, huh? Ia Cthulhu Fatagan. Is that how you say it? Okay. That's it with that. But so plants that we can look at that are lunar are agar-agar, bamboo, chickweed, coconut, cucumber, hibiscus, willow, water lily, reed, poppy, lunaria, oak moss, jasmine, Irish moss. The traditional sounds for the moon are C through D major, the order of 9 angles, G major, mode 4, Dorian. When it comes to the Marquises, people like to call them fourth in the mid-afternoon to the sunrise. So the worshippers, the Carcists, the exorcist, whatever, mid-afternoon to sunrise. But I find evening, the sunsets and till the twilight. I find was the best time for me to do my rites that are like the Goetia. And 210.42 hertz is the scientific sound of the moon, which is a G sharp in the 29th octave, 445.9 hertz over 440 hertz, plus 22.9 centimeters, and 98.6 beats per minute. And remember, one's brass vessel, brass line vessel, are something else to represent the unconscious. And when you make and use symbols, the difference between the talisman and that of an amulet is this connection you have and its power and its use. And there's other things. In that corner over there, another type of operation we're looking at, but 2011, see what the journal has to say about it. And I don't know how that got stuck to me, but Ashtrut. Okay, so we're looking at Hebrew, and Fornus, a shaft, a furnace, a kiln. Purnus is a community leader. Which means when they wrote the Goetia, they might have been demonizing they may have been demonizing the Jewish community, which is no real surprise. Par is open wide, gape, open. Nus, lift, standard, refuge, continue to grab hold, ensign, pole, banner, sail, sign. Nous, flee, refuge, display, flight, hide, lift. Nush, loan, debt, deception, continual pressing. Nash, noosh, despair, heaviness. Anch, fine, confiscation, tribute, punishment, punish, condemn, amerce. Per, tread, bull, fruitful, open the head, bull, bullock, oxen, calf, young. Par, decoration, decorate, glorify, beautify, boast, glory, turban, beauty, goodly, ornament, tire. Pour, crush, winepress, bring, broken, take. And that's it for what I wrote from 2011. And while I remember, (2014), see some variation appears in the symbols. Alma, the hum of God. So that would be the, oh hey, that shows it better on the camera than it does in the eye. So some people would pair it with that. But from 2013, we're looking at Per Yurt Nefer Na, which is said to be a goddess of the 11th hour of the night. And you have different variations of that. Per Yurt Neferu Na. Dreyetba Nefer Nut. That's that. So something about its being a source. Nefer nu nubsut pursue ear nefer and nu nubatus. Okay, that's the variation for that. You got Peru nu shu. The houses in which plants and designs were drafted and copied. You got Per-Nasu, which is a king's house or palace. Nasu, okay, got the palatal, not the dental S. Per-Nasur, the house of the throne or the sanctuary. And you got a fiery region in the Duat, sort of the hell realm. You got Nahersa, Per. And you have the god house, the Per-Nature, or the house of the great god, Per-Nature, which is okay. Let's share a 2013 experience from Saturday, the 17th of August, 2013. This was 8:14 10:45 to 10:02 p.m. Verses that I considered specific to do for this rite was Isaiah 66, 1 through 24. And before I say that, when the chapter of when the numbered chapter for Bime, number 26, you got Bium, chapter after chapter, and I guess it didn't happen in number 30, I don't think. But there are some correlations to the number of the quinary and the number of the chapter in Isaiah, or the number of the chapter of the Psalms. Or there's some reasons in the Bible why they could have picked the order that they did. 1 Corinthians 12.6 to 11, Acts 19, 1 through 9. You've got Luke 9:54 through 10:24. The ritual included 51 through 56 from the Quran. That's, with the renunciation of Fornus. Okay. 3, 118, 4, 148, 557, 581, 6, 129, 14, 4, 1763, 1850, 29, 25, 41, 44, and 94, 5 through 6 were the verses from Al-Quran that I saw as relating to the working at hand. And so 8:49 to 10:02 p.m. Rhubarb cassia. Yes, I have a rhubarb scented candle, symbolizing avoiding pitfalls. Things became dark and silent. I saw a golden glow before me, with yellow and rose like stalks rising out of it. I felt a presence more around beneath me. I felt like I was being moved around, while pink and red layers of patterned clouds went over me and between me, and as something in view. Later I saw a succession of green flashes and blobs. I felt heady. Euphoria wiped down me in 4 waves, a minute or so apart. Each was a cold rush. I felt a touch hypersensitive till 10:05 p.m. So this was Saturday, so it was the first night of the week. And so 8 minutes after the whole thing finished. But 20 pages over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the epos working. If I didn't share this with that epos working of euphoria that left me not stiff or sore at all, but in bliss instead of pain. The euphoria wore off at 10:29 p.m., but I still feel good. Even that feeling that came, as I said, 51, verse 56 through 58 of Al-Quran, completely wore off. So, okay, I guess. Number 31 is going to be where I close off. The First Enochian Key, I will share the First Enochian Key after I delve into some more linguistic notes from (2012). Okay. So there's the symbol. And I already did the ancient Aramaic. So we're going to look at some Latin first. I guess Latin has. Fornicalius is of an oven or a false god of Fornax. And Fornaculia is a small furnace or oven. Fornax is a furnace, oven, or kiln. Fornus is a furnace. Forenses is the market or the markets, a public business. Fornicatus is vaultus, vaulted or arched. Fornix is an arch or vault, a series of arches. As arches open in the village, a brothel. Furnus is an oven. Furinus is of thieves. Frunis, core, is to have the enjoyment or profit of. And going into the Greek, I hope I can be heard, is nous, nous, mind, insight, purpose, understanding, reason, thought, sense, meaning, intention. Nous, daughter-in-law. Neos, youth, young, early, thoughtless, new, fresh, unheard of, strange, unexpected. Nous, ship. Neos, neo is spin. Nios is new or fallow land. Purnos is a fornicator. We'll see more later with that in the next series, the fornicating demon. But as a sea monster, particularly of a Loch Ness type, you kind of understand how that's coming up if it's the fornicating demon. By fornicator, I mean adulterers and stuff too. And, you know, because the Greek word porn is any extramarital sex act. So all 5 of them, none of this technical version garbage, to escape being called such. Zaira is a long cloak. And that's it. So if you can connect this to the Enochian key, the first Enochian key, that might be good. If you don't want to connect it, that's fine also. For I've looked around the room and felt for a stone that I thought would represent what I'm about to do here. But yond, 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 yawn. I thirtieth, the god of justice, in power exalted above the firmaments of wrath, in whose hands the sun is as a sword and the moon as a thrusting fire, which measureth your garments in the midst of my gestures, and trust you together as the palms of my hands, whose seats I garnished with the fire of gathering, and beautified your garments with admiration, to whom I made a law to govern the holy ones, and delivered you with a rod, with the ark of knowledge. Moreover, you lifted your voices and swore obedience and faith to him that liveth and triumpheth, whose beginning is not, nor end cannot be, which shineth as a flame in the midst of your palaces, and reigneth amongst you as the balance of righteousness and truth. Move therefore and show yourselves, open the mysteries of your creation, be friendly to me, for I am the servant of the same your God, the true worshipper of the highest. Asanaf Vorsang Gayan Balt Lunch Kals Von Pahau Sambrazal Roar Etanas Basand Grotamal Peng Des Hok Kanathazemaz Adkama Tanablah Vien Sabatil Gnanap Pergeande Das Vermas Abalen Grursam Kasarm Ahorela Kabaper, the sun rends Kabermiana Pila Farzam Zanraza Adnaganayan Dil Das Hamta. Sabae pamla pamis das ladov zamd pamalan bang baita Piapamalvan Zakarekad Zamran Ada Kekleka Zogelab Zeda Nakamad Hawadeda. I felt a pleasant crawling upon my back. The air is sparkly before me, and a faint red glow forms the floor around the stone. I can't quite see whether it was a symbol or writing above the stone, floating in pink, or perhaps its clarity was too quick. I'm pulsing. Vom Sarg.